to do things in the future.
Right. Also, they brought up, mentioned, I don't know if you were there or not, but the assistant AD, they went ahead and voted on that.
Correct.
What was the necessity of bringing that position on?
Well, we have had a district AD for a long time, and it started back when Coach Doolittle was here, and he was teaching one class, and I think a couple of years there was 0. He didn't teach any classes. He was just the district AD and head football coach.
Right.
Well, now with me being the district AD, I teach 2 classes, which gives me 2 periods free, and it's not fair for the middle school not to have somebody over there. And I try to get over there when I can. It just makes it difficult, and this assistant athletic director is going to be focused on the middle school. They'll still report to me and bring all paperwork and stuff like that, but it's just going to help them out. And I felt like we were shortchanging them, and that's why I asked for the position.
Speaking of your teaching, I just want to let the viewers out there know that I graduated from 96 in 2003, and you were actually my driver's ed teacher.
Yes,
so,
yes, I remember that summer on
all
day. You did a good job.
Actually, all those speeding tickets I got are in the vault right now, so they're sitting in my glove compartment right now. But anyway, I think Mark's got a couple more questions for you.
Yeah, I know. Just with that situation, what's going to happen with the school situation? Is it going to be a combo school? Do you know?
Yeah, right now, from what I understand, and I don't know much about it, I don't know how much the board knows. I know they met the other night. It's going to be a combination school. You're going to have middle school and high school, but it's going to be divided in a way that the kids will not interact. Now, how it's set up, all I know is you got high school over here and middle school over here, and after that, I know the kids will not mingle. Now, how they design it, I don't have a clue.
I know at the start they were talking about the facilities. There wouldn't be any need to move over there for the facilities. The facilities would already be at the old high school.
Correct.
But now there's I think in the drawing that I saw, there was going to be 2 gyms. One middle school.
We did plan on building 2 gymnasiums because we need that.
Okay.
Number one, we have the old Browning gym, which has a lot of tradition with our volleyball teams and Coach Brown and even Coach Miller there. And then we have the new gym, which is in better shape, but it's got that carpet on it, and I can't stand it. I want wood, and then you go with Edgewood. They don't have their gym obviously is older.
Yeah. So
we're going with 2 gymnasiums, and I think it'll be great for our athletes. And we'll be able to put wrestling and volleyball and stuff in there. It's going to be a pretty place.
If you had to describe your coaching style and for baseball or football,
right?
If you could do it in one word, what would that word be and why?
Oh, that's hard to, because I'll be honest, day to day. The big thing with our kids, I think, and most of them, I try to be fair.
Okay.
Coaching wise, and I will ride their behinds when I need to, and pat them on the back when they need it. But I try to be fair with each and every kid we coach.
I just talking about the same situation. What y'all got in place in the school for your athletes, disciplinary wise,
right?
I think that takes care of a lot of your problems.
That does. We initiated that, and Coach Doolittle started that when he was here, and it has helped out tremendously because we pretty much have the 3-strike rule.
Right.
And once you hit that 3rd strike, you're done for the year. And the kids know, it was struggle early, but they know now. They're either going to make a choice to represent our school and our athletic department the way it needs to be in our community, or they won't.
And in your personal life, what would be like the one thing that people out there, I mean, you're from 96, people probably know you, but the one thing people don't know about Coach Huntsberger?
Well, a lot of times, and I talked to my wife about this, my wife Tina, who's been a huge support. A lot of people don't know her. She's behind the scenes and has taken care of our daughter for the last 12 years, and she's done a great job raising our family when a lot of nights I was not at home. And there's a lot of 96 folks that know my wife, but a lot of them don't. Right. Because she doesn't she's just sort of
in the background.
In the background.
Yeah.
They have to support you. I know, situations especially being AD, you got to almost be at everything, don't you?
That's exactly right.
In all kinds of situations, late nights, depending on game nights even later.
Correct.
So you got to have a good support group at home, and you feel like you do. So that helps out when your wife's happy, everything else goes
Right.
right.
Better believe it.
In your free time, I know you probably don't get a lot because you're the AD and the head
Right.
baseball coach. But when you do get a little bit of free time, where can you be found? What are some of your hobbies you're doing?
Oh, I really don't have a lot of hobbies because I stay busy the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I would say my hobby is cutting grass and weed eating at the high school.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, but no, I like to spend time with my family, and I like to spend time with Kirsten, my 12-year-old daughter, and she's starting to move up. She'll be in 7th grade and getting involved in sports, and I love spending time with her.
Does she have like maybe a softball career?
She's a softball, cheerleading. I don't know if she quite knows yet. She's trying out for cheerleading next week, but she loves softball, and she's matter of fact playing with the Spikes and them, and she's really excited about doing that this summer.
Do you continue to use that coaching style, being fair with her, or do you kind of push her a little bit harder?
No, I'll be honest with you. I've coached long enough to see a lot of parents really push their children too much, and I told my wife, I said, well, I'm not telling her what to play. She can choose herself. And she had a game last night, Park and Rec. And my wife's over there, she's being a mother and she's panicking. And I'm just sitting there all calm, and she keeps looking at me like, how can you be this calm? But I don't want to,
push them too hard. Sometimes they'll burn
right,
out.
Yeah, right. So I'll be as supportive as I can and help her out anyway. But I'm not going to be overboard with it.
Right, yeah, just with the success of the baseball team this year, that I'm sure they kind of got the mentality of expecting to win.
Correct.
And it's good when you do that because you go into a game and you don't have a thought of losing. You shocked when you start losing.
Right.
And do you think that'll carry over to your football season in the fall?
It does. It carries over through all sports. You look at football, and it starts at the beginning of the year. I've always said this, and I believe this. Sort of where your football team, how it starts, is how a lot of your other sports go. And we had a successful football season, and our volleyball was region champions, and cross country ended up 3rd in the state, and basketball won the region, and our girls were tied for 1st in the region, and wrestling ended up 3rd in the state, and it just continued. Baseball won, and softball had a chance, and both tracks won the region. Pretty much took it. And golf won the region and did a great job, 3rd or 4th in the state.
Right.
So it just carries over through the years, and the kids a lot of it is when they walk on the field, like you say, they know they can win, they expect to win. It takes care of a lot of things.
My last question was going to be about that football season coming up. You've had a couple of spring practices. You've seen some of your personnel.
Correct.
What are some of your expectations going into that? Some of your impact
Well,
players?
right now we've had one practice yesterday, which was no pads, and football, nothing until you get the pads on. Anybody can run around, throw, and catch a football out there when there's no pressure on them, versus some 180-pound DB hitting you in the mouth every time you catch it.
Yeah.
Or a defensive linebacker, hitting somebody. So we have an idea, but it's way too early to say. Our kids have worked hard in the weight room, so we're going to be stronger than we've been in the last couple of years.
Any of those baseball players coming over to the football side of things?
Yes, we have several. Ryan Slack plays, and Matthew Whitteborg is over there, and Nathan Prater is going to play a huge role in our offenses over there. And we got a bunch of young kids that'll be out there. So those are right off the top of my head. I'm trying to think if there are any others. I think that's it.
Okay. Mark, you got anything else?
You just gotta just wish y'all good luck. Good luck on. I'm proud of y'all for the baseball season. That's the way everything did. And good luck in football this year.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm proud for 96 to be my alma mater because they're winning everything. They're a dynasty right now. And partly because of this man with the baseball season he had. And hopefully you'll be coming and watching those football games this season, coming down and watching the 96 Wildcats. As always, I'm Jonathan Graves, the Greenwich Today Sports editor. This is the GTS hot seat. This man is out. Coach Huntsberger is officially passed the test. This is my house, but you're welcome anytime, and I am out.